At a time when there is tension at the border with China, Prime Minister Modi is in Leh reviewing the on-ground security situation amid the standoff and the progress in talks with the Chinese military. He is being accompanied by the Chief of Defence Staff, General Bipin Rawat, and Army Chief General Naravane. Prime Minister Modi is presently at one of the forward locations in Nimmo, one of the toughest terrains located at 11,000 feet above sea level and surrounded by the Zanskar Range and on the banks of the Indus. Prime Minister Modi reached there early this morning. He interacted with the personnel of Army, Air Force and ITBP in what is a morale booster for the forces. The Prime Minister will meet Home Minister, Defence Minister, External Affairs Minister and NSA on his return to Delhi. Now, the unannounced visit comes just a day after Defence Minister Rajnath Singh put off his own visit to Ladakh. Sources are telling us that the government was waiting to see if the Chinese would honour the commitments made during the Corps Commander level talks over 3 rounds that were held earlier in June. Let me go across immediately to our reporters, Shreya Dhondiyal, Maria Shakil joining us with the very latest. Our guests, Kuldeep Krishnan, former IPS officer, Commodore G.J. Singh, defence expert, and Prabhu Dayal, former diplomat. Shreya, coming to you first. The Prime Minister at the moment, you said, is at the 14 Corps headquarters getting a briefing. Is this where he'll be speaking with Lieutenant General Harinder Singh as well?
He has already done that. Those pictures that you saw under a camouflage net where he was being briefed by the top brass of the army, these pictures, Maha, actually on our screens right now. So the person who was briefing the Prime Minister and the Prime Minister wearing a camouflage jacket, listening very intently, that is, Lieutenant General Harinder Singh, the 14 Corps Commander. He's the one who's been talking to the Chinese. In fact, in a bit from now, Maria has sent some visuals to us from the Prime Minister's visit, where, when the Prime Minister is coming in, soldiers start chanting Vande Mataram. I think that shows you the Josh on the ground in Ladakh. So those are pictures that we'll be playing out soon. Yes. But I think the sequence of events of Prime Minister Modi's visit is very clear. He lands at Nimmo, and these pictures on your screens are from Nimmo. This is where Lieutenant General Y.K. Joshi, a Kargil war hero, he's the Northern Army commander. He briefed the Prime Minister. This was a quick briefing, a short briefing. The Prime Minister looked at the map.
So Shreya, I'll interrupt you because you were referring to some visuals that Maria has sent us. Let's listen in now.
Vande Mataram! Vande Mataram! Vande Mataram! Mata ki jai! Bharat Mata ki jai! Vande Mataram! Vande Mataram! Vande Mataram! Mata ki jai! Bharat Mata ki jai! Vande Mataram! Vande Mataram! Vande Mataram! Mata ki jai! Bharat Mata ki jai! Vande Mataram! Vande Mataram! Vande Mataram! Mata ki jai! Bharat Mata ki jai! Vande Mataram! Vande Mataram! Vande Mataram! Mata ki jai! Bharat Mata ki jai! Vande Mataram! Vande Mataram! Vande Mataram! Mata ki jai! Bharat Mata ki jai! Vande Mataram! Vande Mataram! Vande Mataram!
Those were the pictures that Shreya was referring to just a short while back. The Prime Minister, as he landed there in Leh, interacting with the soldiers there, the soldiers chanting Bharat Mata Ki Jai, Vande Mataram. The Prime Minister there and everybody else seen in masks there. Remember, this is a tough time as it is globally for the country as well, as the number of COVID cases goes up across the world, in India as well. And at this juncture, a situation that has emerged on the LAC, the troops are fighting really 2 battles. One is of the inclement weather that we see in those terrains. It's a difficult terrain for anybody, as well as the fact that social distancing needs to be maintained. All precautions need to be taken as well. Maria, coming to you now on those pictures, that the visuals that you've sent us, what are your sources telling you?
Maha, when we look at those visuals and the manner in which the Prime Minister is, interacting, this is a very, very powerful moment. I mean, look at those visuals of Vande Mataram and chant of Bharat Mata Ki Jai and the presence of the top political leadership of the country. I think this is a very powerful message from the Prime Minister. He has done all kind of assessment in the war room in Delhi, but this is the top leader of the country on ground for on-ground assessment, and that is what the Prime Minister is saying. And the crowd there, the troops there, is completely enthused. Those chants will send a message to the enemy as well. You know that the top political leader of the country is among them, is with them in this hour, even as there are challenges on multiple fronts. Of course, India and the world is battling pandemic. Prime Minister is wearing the mask. The soldiers around him are wearing masks, but at the same time, the chant is there about Vande Mataram, Bharat Mata Ki Jai. This certainly will be about that strong feeling of Indianness, that strong feeling of what India means to each and every one of us. And that's what the Prime Minister is communicating in that visit. He's waving hands, he's doing a namaste to everybody. That's essentially a message that I'm standing with you. I am telling you that in this hour, when you have lost, and India has lost 20 of our soldiers, 20 Jawans martyred, the CEO, as Ashya was saying, the commanding officer of 16 Bihar, Colonel Santosh Babu was martyred. For them, it's the top political leader now coming to them, among them, standing with them, and sending a message that when you chant that slogan of Bharat Mata Ki Jai and say it's Vande Mataram, I am with you. I understand your sentiments, and the decision that will be taken will be in the best interest of the country. And I understand that because you have lost your commanding officer, the father of the troop, you will be having certain sentiments, and I'm here to share that moment with you. And I think that chant is going to really stay with us again and again, even as the Prime Minister does namaste and he interacts with the troops.
All right, let me go across to Commodore G.J. Singh. Sir, in your opinion, what do these visuals say to you?
You see, first of all, I would say that this is a reflection of the Prime Minister's interest that he has toward the services. If you look at the past 6 years, he's the one who brought in OROP, he's the one who carried out surgical strike, he's the one who carried out Balakot operation, and the overall welfare that he has in his mind for our services. You see, he shows a lot of interest when it comes to the services, interests their welfare, whether it is their personal welfare or the upgradation of the weapons, the way we have upgraded all our equipment, armament, and we are doing it, the process of it, how we are fortifying our boundaries. All of this is reflecting in these slogans of Vande Mataram. These are the reflections that the bonding of the Prime Minister, his personal touch, his personal contact with the services is immense. He's the one who takes care of them. He cares for them. Let me put it very briefly. And secondly, you see, he probably, you are saying that he started his visit to Leh Ladakh which unannounced and came as a surprise. I am not surprised to see that your images are showing that he landed in a helicopter at Leh. The VIPs don't travel in a helicopter from Delhi. Probably he went a little much earlier than that in a aircraft, VIP aircraft from Delhi to Leh. He landed there. From there he got into a helicopter and flew in the early morning when the visibility was clear all along this LAC extending from DB, that Daulat Beg OD down to the Bangkok Lake. He flew over it, and he was probably briefed in the helicopter also, shown him the areas that how we are mirror deployed with the Chinese, and thereafter he came down to Leh and is now further, he's getting himself acquainted with as to what is on the map, how they can probably confront China in the event of any outbreak.
So I'll interrupt you there because I want to get a sense from our two other guests as well. When they see these visuals, what is the perception that they get is being conveyed to the country as well as to China in this case as well. Kulbir Krishnan, I want to come to you on that. What do these pictures speak to you?
They show we have a new India and a new Indian army which is very confident, which is well equipped, which is ready to take on the Chinese at any time. Our confidence is very high, and each time in this particular case, right from the beginning of June, the events have not happened as the way the Chinese were expecting them to happen. After the Corps Commanders meeting on 6 June, we expected the Chinese to withdraw. Instead, they treacherously killed the commandant of 16 Bihar, Colonel Babu, and the way the Indian forces reacted, this is what is shown in these visuals also. Spontaneously, the Indian soldiers reacted to the killing of their CO and gave such a bloody nose to the Chinese that the Chinese were not expecting it. They never thought that India will react so violently. And even after that, the other steps which are taking place, whether on the diplomatic front, whether on the economic front, whether on the political front, and now the PM landing up in himself, coming and showing that full solidarity with Indian Army, all the Indian forces who are deployed on the China border. It shows the political will. It shows that we are one, and it shows that the army is fully, not only the army, the Air Force also, the ITBP also, all the other forces which are deployed there are fully geared up to meet the challenge.
All right.
And
Okay, all right. We'll take a very brief break right now. These are the pictures that have come in from